I'm going to do the next video in such a way that it could be for kids. I'm going to have you paint with me a painting of a tree. I'll show you the picture. It won't be exactly like this, but you kind of get the idea. It's going to be two trees that are from the wildlife refuge across the street here in Sherwood, Oregon. And it's an acrylic paint. The one I'm going to work with you on is going to be this size instead of the size that I have over there. So this is a 6x6, and I just took paper. So let me go through all the supplies that you'll need to do this with me. I just took paper. It's acrylic paper, and it's 246 pounds, and it's thick. You can't bend it. So if you get it wet with paint, it's not going to bend or buckle. This brand is actually Strathmore. And you can kind of see it comes in a big tablet. So I just cut it down to the 6x6 size. And I got a brush that is inexpensive. My brushes, I invented a brush holder. So I have all these different brushes. I don't use the brush I'm going to recommend for this one often at all, but for this particular painting, it will work great. And it is a 1-inch brush like this. And I got this at the dollar store, and it's in their hardware section. Looks like that. And this, this video would be for people that maybe they don't know how to paint. Like if you don't know how to paint, that's great. I'm glad you're here because you can do this painting. It's really easy. And it's also for people that maybe their kids want to try painting, but they don't know how to start. This is a good starter for that. We'll do this step by step, and it'll be in different consecutive videos. And I wanted to start with just talking about the supplies, so you would be prepared. So you'll need the paper for each person painting. You'll need a 1-inch brush for each person painting. And you're going to need a couple round brushes for each person painting. Now I'm not going to give you brand names of paint brushes because you can pretty much get whichever one you want to get. It doesn't matter as much. Well, it does if you're going to do this for a lifelong career. But for now, I have a number 2 Blick brush. It's a number 2 round. That means the number 2 stands for the size, and it's a round. And it's going to work great for the trunk. And then I have a tiny 20/0 round. So this is also a round. We'll need those, and then the 1-inch brush from the dollar store. I also have a container to hold the water in, and this one is actually from, I have a whole bunch of these that I saved from back when we used to go out to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and there was mashed potatoes or gravy or something in them, and they have a little tooth sort of surface to the base, so it cleans the brushes pretty well. You don't have to rigorously scrub them in there. It cleans them just by swishing them around. And then it also has a lip in it where you can fill the water just up to that little edge. You don't have to fill it all the way up to here, and then it makes it a nice weight in the center and doesn't spill as easily. So I have one of these, and I'm going to use distilled water in it because I might save the paint later in a sandwich bag, like so. Let me see if I can show you where the paint colors are in there if I use them, and it will last a lot longer if it's distilled water. For the paint, we're going to need titanium white, and it can be studio acrylic, which this is from Blick, which you can buy online. But you could also go to Michael's and you could buy their basic brand titanium white. We're going to need phthalo blue. So this is phthalo blue, and this one's actually a green shade of phthalo blue. But you can get any phthalo blue. It's fine. It could even just be THALO blue, or it can be PTHALO blue. Either one. You're gonna need burnt umber. This is a brown, burnt umber, and it's for the tree. Again, you can use the acrylic, studio, or basic. just, it's like a student brand. So you can use, or not brand, but student type of paint. So you can use either the Studio or acrylic, or the Basic. Like Basic is Michael's, and the Studio is Blick. And this is yellow ochre. We're gonna need yellow ochre. And if you have a small spray bottle, it would be really good to have that with distilled water in it. And then you're gonna need a tablecloth to put all of this on when you're painting, that you can wipe your brush off on. And when you see the first video, you'll see what I'm talking about, because I just wipe my brush off on the tablecloth. You want to wipe it where it's not going to be bothered. Nobody's going to put their hand there, or, you know, your neighbor's not going to stick their elbow in it. You know, you want to make sure and put it away from you and away from your neighbors who are painting next to you. You're going to need paper towel. So this is Brawny. I'm not really a name brand snob as much as I used to be, but it is a low lint type of paper towel. We're gonna need that as well. And this video, you'll need this video. We'll also need a few, let me get them, Q-tips. So just grab some from your vanity cabinet or whatever, and grab the enough that everybody has them if they need them. And I'll show you what we use those for as we paint. So I took this canvas, not canvas, but acrylic paper, and I cut it down to 6 by 6. I used a paper cutter. You could borrow a paper cutter from like your church or something. And yeah, that's so I'm gonna do step by step and paint this painting with you. This is the first video, and it's just talking about what you need. One of the things you're gonna need to do this is the ability to realize that this is just a piece of paper. There's no pressure. You don't have to do this perfectly. Yours is going to look different than your neighbor's, and just be okay with that. So yeah, it's one of my favorite paintings to do, and I have done this many times in my classes over the years, and I would do it again in my classes, but it's 2 different trees, and they're from the Wildlife Refuge here in Sherwood, Oregon. So I'm super glad that you came to watch this video, and please subscribe to my channel and like this video, leave a couple comments, and I will be back to paint next time, starting on the painting. Like I said, remember, it's just a piece of paper. I have had students in my class that have had just intense anxiety about painting, like even getting started. If you just keep telling yourself this is just a piece of paper and it doesn't have to be perfect, it's gonna be fine. You'll do well. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, and I look forward to it. So have a great day, and thank you again for joining this video, and thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, have a great day.